eat golden pears. Like, nothing to see here.
Right. I'm like, I mean, I can talk to you all day long about the price of beef tenderloin per pound if you want, but I don't know anything about federal investigations.
Do you know, hilariously, who you remind me of when you talk? Because we've talked a little bit, but only like voice messages and stuff, not for a while. But now that you and John Barron have nearly exactly the same accent. It's crazy.
You think? Oh, we do?
Oh, yeah. Don't you reckon, AJ?
Oh, sorry. I was reading stuff. What happened?
Oh. Don't you reckon? Like, well, listen to Chrissy talk. She sounds like her and John Barron sound very similar.
You mean coherent and normal?
Exactly. Smart, articulate, fucking like. It's a good point.
I think maybe I think sometimes too, if I'm upset, the accent will come out a little bit more probably. I don't know.
The accent for sure. You've got very similar accent. Look, I like the guy. I know. I don't think you guys are mates yet, but I think you really could be.
He's actually likable. I guess on his page, I could admit it, but he is rather likable. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
I know.
I have my issues with him, but
Look,
yeah,
AJ and I
it's
get
very frustrating because yesterday was a very pleasant day. I had no issues with him. And I remember when Obach originally found out who he was, and she said, I don't know what to do because I don't think he's my problem. He's more just the messenger. And
Correct.
when I kept saying that in my head, I was like, geez, gosh, this guy just points out hypocrisy, and maybe he is just a messenger. And you do think that way when you're talking to him. And I hate to give him this, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie.
But that's the thing, Christy, is that you speak the fucking. You have a brain. This is why I like you. This is why I like John. Like, this is why. No, I just can't even. I'm so like, it's fucking great. I think you're great. Just you be you. And anyone who like turns their head at anybody because other people tell them to turn their head, and you all think it's me because you think I'm turning my head because of what Total Boy tells me to do, you all need to wake the fuck up and have a look in the mirror because it's not me.
No, I know. I get it all the time with Kate. Like I just feel everyone's kicking Kate. Kate's still hearing about her children from 15 years ago. I mean, everyone always kicks Kate. And then when she's right, no one wants to acknowledge it. So I'm like, no, when Kate's right, I'm going to acknowledge that for her. Even though Kate has conditioned herself to not need that, I'm giving that to her because she deserves that. So when Kate is right and everyone's kicking her, I'm going to say Kate's right. She deserves that as a human. There's no reason why she has to be kicked like this all the time.
And the last, 2 Spaces, I mean, let's just say yesterday on Spaces or this morning or whatever, because I might as well just live on here for anyone that wants to like have a crack at me. What do you do for a job? Well, maybe I don't need a job. Maybe I'm like Christy and I can just fucking buy golden pears. Or maybe I'm a poor fuck. What do you want from me?
All right.
Maybe you're
sorry to interrupt, girls. Darren, have a good night.
BDO, don't you dare. Give me 2 minutes.
You're in trouble, BDO.
Oh, wow. No. When BDO's ready to go, he goes. But what I'm saying, I love you, BDO. Love you so much. He'll be back. Listen.
He will be.
Actually, I don't think he will be. I think he's done.
He'll be back.
I'm just checking my comments. Sorry. I'm really tired. What was I saying?
Yeah, bitch. And then I saw you had a space, and I was like, God damn it. Here we go.
How
go sit next to my friend. How you doing?
I can't remember what I was talking about either, but fuck, I had fun before on Coach's Corner with, like, I was delirious.
Oh, you were laughing so hard at all of them?
Oh, my. But I was in everyone's DMs, right?
I know.
So I was in Jackson's Manners, John 47's. And I'm telling them to do shit. I said to
I
started with Jackson first. I'm like, all right, say noi next time you speak.
Noi.
And then he did it, and I just lost my shit because it's just stupid. And then I told him to do a video in front of the mirror like Tommy Keevy and put it in the Jumbotron. He said, nah. And then I told him to strike up conversation with Jess directly. And I said, the next question someone asks you, answer, no, I'm white and I love my moustache. And he did. Someone asked him a question. His answer was, no, I'm white. I love my moustache. I lost it. And then I said, next time.
Half of what Brent said yesterday needs their head examined.
Look, I'm coming down on Friday. You need someone more cheerful than Damo on your stream. I'm just saying. I reckon if you put Nick Francis on your stream, bang, you would get like bitches coming left, right, and center. You'd have actual intel. Damo looks bored. He's depressing. His camera's blurry.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go down. Nick, listen. Where are you? Don't tell me you've gone. You can't.
No, he's there.
Right. I'm gonna go to Sydney on Friday. It's my birthday, as you know. I'm gonna go down. Now, there's been quite a few shark attacks in New South Wales this week, 4, I believe.
Mhm.
So unless, like, if is it okay?
Who do you think looks the most like a seal in the water
Out of what?
out of the three of you?
That's not a fair question.
Well, I mean, not swim, Lily.
After we've done, we're going to do a YouTube live on my stream because it's time for me to start grifting. I'm sick of making no money out of all these hunts. Okay? I'm sick of it. Bonnie, your time's up. I'm going to start streaming this shit. Look, hats off to you, babe. Entrepreneurial spirit, you've inspired me.
Yeah, I appreciate the free crew recording our life.
Yeah, Bonnie, look, AJ messaged me the other day. She said, I said, mm-hmm.
I don't think that's exactly how it went.
That's pretty much what we said.
Yeah.
Arnold is not happy about it.
Arnold's pissed. So, no, I think you're right. I think you need to set it up Grant style.
Silly.
That's the only thing you need to take from him.
No, I'm not. Look, I don't think Grant style, but look.
No, but
So
set up the stream. Do your do them simultaneously. This is where our people are.
So anyway, Manners and I are going to do that in his studio.
Okay, back.
Then I reckon we're gonna go out for a meal because we're gonna have a meal of food in Sydney.
Uh-oh.
A good steak. Okay.
Okay.
Then we're gonna go back to Manners' house and we're gonna have a gummy. Okay. We're gonna have gummies. And then we're going to do a spaces. So everyone get ready, okay? Lily's birthday spaces with Manners on gummies after the studio visit in Sydney together.
And that'll be our Thursday.
It'll be your, so if it's Friday night, what time is it now there? It's 6 a.m.?
Yeah, 6:13.
It'll be about this time, guys. So if you want to lock it in your diaries,
Oh, Lord.
into your calendar, 48 hours. I'm going to book this fucking shit, okay?
Okay.
And then, so Manners and I are going to host on my channel because I'm going to grift off it. So we're going to,
Nice.
bring on the super chats, become members, do all the shit, right? And then after that, which will be interesting and be funny, right? I'm excited. I want Fez. I want Pat Ford. Obviously, AJ, you go without saying.
Mhm.
Jack, everyone's going to be there because my life is on X, okay? Except I will be with a real friend. That's not a real friend yet, but is a real friend. Will be a real friend on Friday when I fly there and we meet in real life, okay? And so then on Spaces at the same time, we're going to get hungry and cook chicken chippies in the air.
It's exciting.
And after that, I mean, who knows?
I know Manners. Oh, sorry.
Oh no, go
ahead.
I know Manners likes to turn the heat up and walk around in his underwear. Will you be joining in on that?
Look, I think Manners is going to have to pull up his socks while I'm there. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not comfortable.
Look, I don't know. Look, if Manners wants to walk around in his underwear, it's fucking his discretion. I'm a nearly 42-year-old woman. Like, let's grow up. I've seen many men in their underwear. Okay.
Fair.
Lily, what are you going to be doing for your birthday?
Well, I'm going to Manners. Obviously, I just explained it there.
Oh, is he in Sydney?
Yeah, you don't know who Manners is? A fucking celebrity, Dag.
I was trying to wonder. I heard yesterday people were saying that they hate him, and I had heard him on a space, and he seemed pretty funny to me.
He's very unlikable.
Oh, what's the problem with him?
Oh, I was trying to figure out who it is, but it's Sneaks. It must be Sneaks. Fuck, you're quick with the mute button.
Yeah,
mate.
he is. It's definitely
I'm at work.
You're good with your fingers, Sneaks. Well done.
sneaky.
So is Lily, is Manners a friend of yours in real life?
Absolutely not. Everyone that I know, all online. Okay, I live an entire online existence. I have zero life in the real life world. Okay, everything everyone says about me is correct. I'm crazy. I have substance abuse issues. I'm always on it.
Totally.
Everything you read about.
Oh, I don't know.
She's a little loopy, a little sleep deprived, but I think other than that,
believe everything you read, Dag. Believe everything you
believe
read.
it all.
Especially on the internet, right?
Yep.
Especially on X. Fuck.
Oh, so but you are going to have fun on your birthday. I'm also an Aquarius. My birthday's coming up in February.
I knew it. I'm going to flip the bed. I knew it. I knew.
Lily, you've been talking about flipping furniture for. Like the Casper mattress, they have the zippered thing on them, and I just wanted to wash it. So, but it's like.
Oh, flipping your mattress is a great idea. That's the way to make a mattress last longer.
That's true. It's like
Too funny.
That was funny, Lily. Good one. She's not wrong. Souls. No, let's search for souls. That's all I asked for. Lily, you're a fucking fish. It's driving me crazy.
My what?
You're a fucking fish.
Yeah, I know. Look, Video and I did it together.
It is a
We did it
nightmare
together.
picture.
It's terrible, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't like
I
it.
want people to look at that. I mean, especially the people that don't like me and be like, "Fuck yeah, I want her to look like that." And it's me, I'm like, "Fuck you, I look like that." What do you know what now you're gonna I'm not even pretty now, bitch. Okay? I'm not even pretty now. Hate me more.
Well, just for the record, Lily, I think you have very pretty feet. I don't know what they were talking about yesterday. They're very long, and you have.
Whoa. Who said shit about my feet?
Yesterday, somebody was after you posted the photo of your ankles, but it was kind of a long shot of your feet.
Dag, ankles in the chat.
Okay, I'll try to get a picture. I don't think I have one, but
You take one now then. Look, we can't discuss this any further until you pop your ankles in the chat. This is the
okay,
thing.
all right. Give me a second.
Ankles in the chat.
All right, hold
Come
on.
Lily,
Ankles in the chat.
we are getting so many ankles.
I know. And look, I'm not going to ask anyone how far away from Holden you live anymore. I don't give a fuck.
Did we figure out where John was? John, Pat John?
John Barron?
Mm-hmm. I thought we were re-centralizing. We were.
I'll give him a call.
Okay.
I'm in the city, so I'm about an hour from Holden, depending on the traffic.
I don't care anymore, but thanks for letting me know.
Not because of you. Not because of you. We've got to figure out a new place to ask people how far they are from.
We don't know Somerville. I think it's rumored that John Barron lives in Somerville. That's what we're going to run with.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So I'm about 20 minutes from Somerville.
A Virgo from Somerville.
That's close.
Did you know he was a Virgo, Dag?
Yeah, we're talking about John Barron.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly a Virgo, obviously Italian, some connection to Somerville, Cambridge, and then there was also, sadly, some connection to the Jeffrey Curley murder. But I don't know where any of those quote unquote clues came from. So,
well, he told us
who's to say if any? Yeah, but I could tell you I was a Libra, which would be a lie.
Yeah, Virgo's a random one to make up, though.
Good morning, guys. Right. Oh, sorry, Dag.
Good morning.
Well, sorry, why?
Hi, good morning.
Hi,
good afternoon,
Lily.
Lily. Hi, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Lily, you're a cusp. Did you know that? Do you know what a cusp is? A cusp birthday.
Not quite.
She's edging.
Because I think Aquarius, yeah, it's edging.
Is it edging? Aquarius, what's the other one?
I
Capricorn?
prefer to use the word edging than cusping, yes.
Okay. Okay, I think that's fair.
Language is important, Mitsumi. It's important.
It is. It is. You know what? Edging birthdays are special people.
Yeah, because she's right on the cusp with Capricorn.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm an Aries Pisces. So
oh my goodness.
Yeah. It's fire and water. That's why I'm crazy. But
love that.
You know what? I do too. Yeah. I do too. And I feel like I can't tell you why. Like I can, but I don't want to share it with the world. But let me just tell you that it's very special to me that you are that.
Oh, same, Lily.
You're always in my space. You're always very supportive and beautiful. And I'm
thank you.
Spiritual, so I believe, yeah, that's beautiful. And
I appreciate that. Your spaces are you guys. I love your spaces. They're my favorite. I swear, I listened all day yesterday, and then I woke up this morning and I was like, I can't. I hate myself. I can't be on social media today. And I looked at my phone, and your space was going, and I was like, ah, fuck it.
Here you are.
That's us. That's me every day. And if it's not AJ, it's me. If it's not AJ, it's me. If it's AJ, it's not me. If it's not me, it's AJ. And if it's not anyone else, it's Christy's fault. Just fucking blame Christy for everything, okay?
I love the fact that
fucking blame Aiden.
I love that Christy. I love that she's come on Spaces. I love that Christy has come on Spaces.
Look, I hate to say I told you so, but I fucking told you so. She's a top chick.
Yeah. Yeah, I love me some Christy too.
Me too. She's 100. She is like 100. She really is.
Here's the thing. I mean, for better or worse, they're what they do or what they say in most cases, but I like it when people are genuine because it makes me feel safe to be genuine.
I mean, personally, I love Christy because she can afford golden pairs and she owns Bitcoin. That's what attracted me to Christy. I thought,
so shallow.
If I can be friends with this woman, I reckon one day I'll be able to she'll be able to give me some money and maybe we can be friends. But
something to aspire to.
No, that's right. But no, you're right. But on at the same time, I think a lot of people, and Christy hasn't actually appreciative. I appreciate it for sure because I'm like, see, they've got nothing to prove. I think that means something too. It's like they've got nothing to prove.
I think you're right, Lily.
Like what the haters think. It took me. I've invited Christy to 100 spaces and she hasn't come to talk because she actually doesn't like speaking. She doesn't like it. So, like, out of the 100 that I've invited her to, she's spoken on. Have a lot to say on the old ex about crazy Crispy, and they, you know, give her the tinfoil hat. And I've said to Crispy, like, babe, I wear it with you. I sit with you at recess and lunch. Little lunch and big lunch, we're there together, right? We're the weird ones that walk around school that everyone's like, oh my God, here come those bitches that think, you know, UFOs exist. But we know what's going on.
It's true.
The boys are scared of us, but they also want to fuck us. It's like, you know, it's a fine line. You know, we're hot, but we're also weird. And so
Weird as fuck.
They like crazy.
Fuck,
They do.
they do, AJ. Come on. But anyway, look,
I
Emma,
mean,
enough about me. Let's talk about you.
Nothing to talk about here. I just wanted to draw your attention to the fact that you're an I prefer cusp. I'm just going to say cusp. Edge. I don't know. That freaks me out. It sounds.
You don't like edging?
It sounds.
You don't
It
like
sounds
edging?
dirty.
Okay, fair. Look, not everybody likes speaking about edging, and that's cool.
Anyway, I just wanted to.
Joking. That's not a joke. True Crime Kangaroo on YouTube.
1000%. I'll be there.
I appreciate you. Wait, is Foo Fighters in the chat? Foos and Blues. Don't fuck me over with.
6:27.
I know what time it is in Holden, of course, but yeah. All right. So, it's nearly Bus Stop Live time. I haven't actually watched a Bus Stop Live for a few days ever since. Let's just move on. Look, mentioned by Lou, Fuzzy Lou.
Love Lou.
Look, listen, Christy. Lou loves Christy because she puts her money where her mouth is. Everyone just have a moment's silence for Christy. She puts her money where her mouth is. Everyone else can get fucked, okay?
I'm here. I'll speak in person.
Oh.
Hi, Fuzzy Lou.
Hi. I'm doing crochet, so I had to do some counting, so I couldn't really talk.
Oh, I love your voice so much.
Me too.
Oh, thank you. Yesterday was hysterical. I was walking the dog in the park and I just randomly was bursting out laughing. And I'm sure people were looking at me thinking, it's a fucking crazy lady in the park, just chortling with laughter because, oh my God, that was hysterical. I think
Yeah,
it was the last thing that done me.
I love you so much, Lou. So what do you want?
Oh, I love you too, Lily.
Thank you.
Thank you for making me laugh a lot yesterday. It was brilliant.
Oh, I did?
So,
oh, that's
yeah. No, I laughed a lot.
You're hilarious.
But not just you, but I think everybody. There was somebody, when people were talking, he sounded like a little South Park voice just coming in and intercutting. And I don't know who it was, but I was crying. It just sounded like Eric Cartman. It was like,
Was it McRib?
Who was it?
Was it McRib?
I don't know. It could have been. I couldn't see. I couldn't tell who was talking. But when people were talking quite serious, there was this little voice just undercutting people, and I was fucking always hysterical.
Aww. You're a good one, Lou. You're a fucking good one.
Thank you. Thanks. Do my best.
You don't need to do your best. Just be you. Do you want to fight about it?
No.
No.
Right, I'm going back to making a jumper. I've made one. I'm starting a second one now. I'm on a roll.
Can you make me one? It's my birthday on Friday.
I know, it's your birthday on Friday. I know. It's ingrained. If I haven't got stupid tariffs, I could send you one, but I don't know how the customs work.
No, I'll come and get it. I'll pick that shit up.
Come and pick it up, babe. I can tell you that I'm 3,200 miles away from Holden, if that helps.
You know what we can do? We can have some beans.
I memorised it.
We can have beans together. Fuck yeah, we have beans.
Yeah, definitely beans.
Yeah. Look, I'm not sure if I mentioned my friend before, Nick, but he's from the UK. He has a very...
Yeah, Nick, yeah, we've spoken over the shorty thing.
We're close,
yeah.
I realised. Okay, cool. No, listen, look, I'm being stupid, but yeah. So...
Anyway, at all.
Well, you're always welcome here in the UK, Lily, you know that. Always welcome to visit.
Thanks, Lou. You're always welcome here in Australia too.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, you can't stay with me. I've got no room, but like you're always welcome in the country, of course. Yeah.
Thanks.
Nah, of course, I'll make room.
Brilliant.
You're a good one. You're a good one.
Oh, thanks. Right, I'm going to go. I've said my bit. I've big up Christy.
You're picking up.
Big up Sebastian as well.
Are you guys going to the federal office together? Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. All right. Look, I don't mean to be rude, Kerry, but I find it quite rude that you haven't requested to come and chat on any of our spaces. And I think we need to discuss how sexy Flip is. Now, listen.
Wait, what are we? Oh, God.
AJ and I openly speak about this. It's no secret. We don't need to talk about any current events. I think there's a discussion required about the level of sexiness that comes from Joe Flipperhead.
I don't think he deserves it at this point.
No, he
right now. I
doesn't.
think
Actually, he can get. Look,
So what's he recording?
I'm not gonna. No, fuck him. I'm still gonna use his body. Like, I'm still gonna look at the pictures I've got. And Kerry, I think that you should come up and say g'day. And I think that if you're not gonna say g'day, Kerry, we need a like half nude photo. So if you can take a photo of your boobs without the nipple, that'd be great. And pop it in the chat, that'd be great. If not, ankle photos are fine too.
I think you scared her off.
I don't think I would scare Kerry off. I mean, I think she's like, fuck this, I'm out. Okay, look, Nick, all right, I'm going to address this.
Can we not? What are we doing? What are we talking about?
Nicholas,
what's going
I love you. You are my real life friend. But the last time, and look, listen. The last time you suggested I partner with a woman online on X, and it was your suggestion, what happened? Who was it?
Who was it?
Don't, AJ, don't.
No, I don't know who he suggested. Who was it? Oh,
it starts with M. She lives in Melbourne.
No, the fuck he didn't. Nick, how dare you?
God, that was the best Grant, AJ.
I didn't even know that. I was channeling him. I didn't realize.
I think, look, AJ, look, she's a hoe. I get it. And look, I'm sure
run to the store and
wait. Hold on. Listen. Hold on.
Nick just said, "Yeah, let's move on."
Hold on though. Ho.
No, I'm in Atlanta.
Hoes are fun, just not her.
He's up here right now. He's going to come right up. He's going to be like, "This is my alley."
Well, I feel like that usually disappoints most people.
Oh my goodness, that'd be disgusting. I love Jews. I don't even know what Jews are. I'm so like non-political, non-religious. I'm so basic and vanilla when it comes to like politics and religion that I have no idea what anyone's talking about. The only reason I know what Jews are, with all due respect, is because I did date one for a little while and I learned all about it. I dated a Jew and I was like, oh, but like, and I was like, cool. Yeah. I mean, if you want to marry me, well, I'll convert. I don't give a fuck, like whatever. Okay. And he's like, well, you can't, you have to remove your tattoo. And I'm like, well, that's retarded. Like,
it's a whole fucking process if you actually want to convert. It's true.
I mean, I'd be happy to for the right guy. Like if you know, let's say for example, Fez was like, look, you've got to remove your tattoo. I'd be like, look, you're 6'3". I'm gonna
Thank you, baby.
I thought he was 6'9". I thought we had. You can't trust anything BDO says, huh?
No, he's not 6'9". He's 6'3".
Okay, fair enough.
Do you think he's funny?
He's hilarious.
You reckon I should move to Rhode Island and marry him?
Yes. Go ahead and climb that tree.
I don't think it'd be a bad move, hey?
Yeah.
I reckon there's worse things I could do.
I mean, you don't know until you try.
We're about to get the most snow I've ever seen.
Do you have thoughts, Dag?
Go ahead, Dad.
I was hung up on who's this M person? Is it a secret?
Which person?
The person that
Is it gonna take me?
Nick suggested that you do the YouTube channel with.
I think so.
And who's Nick that suggested that?
Nicholas Platypus. No, it's not his fault though. It's not his fault. Like, listen, no one touches Nicholas Platypus because Nicholas Platypus is my only real life friend, and even though I'm proud of it, he might not be, but I am. And he's only part of the free red card world because of me.
Gotcha. Now you titled the show "Why Does Chris the Koala Want Me to STFU?" Have you already covered all of those? Answered all those dad questions?
I did, and you know what? I'm over it now. I think that
we're over it. You got it out.
I think the fact that it's still 10:30 at night and the bitch still hasn't messaged me or called me back, I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm not going to recap it. Anyone, all of the people, 34 other listeners, Bonnie, I hope you're recording good. That's fine. Your leader, your cult leader, Bonnie, has obviously asked you to record it, which is fine. I get it. You're scared. You've been manipulated.
God damn it.
If you don't do this, there will be repercussions. I get that. Meredith, I'm here for you. Meredith, listen. You've gone from one very toxic relationship clearly to another. Don't reach out to me, babe. Like, just reach out to me. I've got you. Okay? Woman to woman. I won't share your garbage on X, but I will be your friend. Like I said earlier, I will. Okay? If you need a friend, and I've offered that to you.
Claws have really sharp claws and chlamydia. It's scary.
Koala's intentions aren't what you think they are. So
what do you think they are, Lil?
he wants to put Aiden in jail.
Right.
And
Do
clearly,
you think?
he doesn't give a fuck who he fucks over on the way. And he's shown
Right.
that to, I mean, look, Christy and I have had chats about this because he introduced me to Christy. So,
Chris Koala did.
yeah, 100%. And
Do you think Meredith wants to put Turtle Boy in jail?
yeah,
that's what I was going to ask.
I think so. Like, I mean, I don't know. I haven't had a conversation with her. It seems to be that way. Whether deep down, like whether or not, like, let's say, for example, tomorrow Aiden goes to jail. Do I think that Meredith will go to sleep tomorrow night looking at the ceiling in her room, being like, and her heart would be full that Aiden's in jail? I don't know. I think she's a human being, and I can't imagine. I think she dated him for, what, a year and a half. They had a very intimate, close relationship. I think she's done some crazy shit, but she is a human being at the end of the day. So would she lie in bed and say, yes, I'm so glad Aiden's suffering right now? I don't think so. I think she might think that though. But at the time, and if it did come to that, whereas Chris, yeah, I think so. I think he'd go to bed. If Aiden went to jail tomorrow, he'd go to bed tomorrow night in his life in Australia with his girlfriend, and he'd go to bed and he'd sleep real fucking well. And he wouldn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
He wouldn't give a fuck about Meredith. He wouldn't give a fuck about me. He wouldn't give a fuck about Aiden. He wouldn't give a fuck about Aiden's kids. He wouldn't give a fuck about anyone. And that's what fucks me off about it. Because
What if he actually honestly thinks that? And I totally agree with you that he would be happy. And I also think what you said about Meredith is true as well. That she might think that she wants to at the moment, but as you say, she is human. I'm not sure that she genuinely
agree.
would be happy about him being in jail.
Like-
But what if Koala actually genuinely believes that Turtle Boy won't stop hurting people? I'm speaking sort of for him. I'm not saying I think this, but what if he genuinely believes that Turtle Boy won't stop hurting people unless he's sent to jail, prison, whatever, for at least some amount of time in order to actually make it stop?
I hear you. And I think that's exactly what he thinks. I think that
Right.
he does think that he deserves to go away, that he deserves to pay the price for the pain and suffering that he's caused a number of people over the years, right? And even decades, maybe. I think when Chris, after Recording Gate, a lot of people reached out to Chris in particular, and I've said this before, like his inbox was nuts, man. Like the shit he would receive, and I give him all the, like, he was very loyal. He didn't even share shit with me. He would maybe mention it and be like, "Holy fuck, I had another person reach out to me, her name, first name maybe," and I'd be like, "Oh, I've heard of her," or whatever. But I also had a lot of people reach out to me. I don't think she'd mind. I'm not going to say a name, but in particular, a person, like, but many people. Because actually, well, many. It's unfair to call out one, but like many people reach out and that were afraid. So I think the Recording Gate, it did, like, there's been a change, there's been a shift, and I've said before that I wouldn't change. There's two things. I've said I would, if I could do it again, I wouldn't host the spaces that where Chris confronted Aiden about the recording. And then I've also said at the same time, I wouldn't not share, everyone hates me because of the Meredith text that I betrayed Flip with and gave to Aiden that night after the whatever. I'm not going to explain again. I can't be fucked. If you don't know, go back. Right, the lunch text. I would.
Do you saying you do regret that? Maybe.
No, I would. No, fuck no. I'd still give it to Aiden to this day.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like if I was to redo it tomorrow, knowing what I know today, I would definitely give it to Aiden. And
Right.
that's still only because of my belief that it's my belief. I believe what I know now, and I didn't even know it then. I literally gave it to him then because of the reasons everyone thinks and accuses me of, is that, yeah, I did. Aiden was like, I need it. You need to give it to me. He didn't threaten me or anything like that. Nothing like that. Aiden's never been nasty to me. Never, not once. He's never made me feel anything, like he's never threatened me. He's made me cry a couple of times, which is fucking retarded. I get how retarded that sounds. But yeah, like when he said to me, Lily, like, obviously this person is saying this, she's making this shit up. Like, I need you to send this to me. I need the proof. And so I was like, okay, fucking fine. I just want to back out of this. I'll give it to you, of course. I've got no loyalty to Meredith. But I did have loyalty to Flip and Koala, who I got it from. And that was whose loyalty and betrayal I was fucking them over, right? Not Meredith. And it was a domino effect. They were fucking.
Is that why Flip is still mad at you?
No, Flip's not mad.
Not Flip. Excuse me. Is that why Chris Koala is still mad at you?
No. This happened on the date of, like, or the day after space. This is like long gone. Happened the day after the spaces too, right? And so I messaged Chris as soon as it happened. And I had told him, I said, I'm talking with Aiden, because I messaged Aiden as soon as Spaces 2 finished. I felt like shit. I felt like a piece of garbage. I hated it. I didn't even believe anything at that moment. I felt terrible, actually. I felt like I had thrown Aiden under the bus. And my loyalty lied with him and Koala. But like, really, I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Like, what have I done here? I'd never spoken to Flip in my life. I knew of Joe Flipperhead only because of his Karen Reid status on X and YouTube. I didn't know him, like, we'd never spoken personally prior. Now I love him and he's sexy as fuck. And like, anyone talks shit about him, I'll shut you down. But what I'm saying is, and we're super close. And he's got a great chest and really olive skin. But anyway, moving on. So, but what I'm saying is, after that, then I said to Aiden, look, can we talk? You know, and I didn't know that Aiden would even accept my request for talking I said on the phone, and not verbatim. He was like, yeah, okay. And it was less than 24 hours later that, you know, he rang me or I rang him or whatever, and we talked. And that's when I ended up giving him the message. I basically told him on the phone that I knew more than what had been said on Spaces 2, and it was pretty incriminating, him recording Karen. And I said, and I even said to him on the phone that night, I'm like, I don't even want to know, Aiden. Like, I hate this. I hate it so much. I don't even want to know if you recorded her. I think if you did, it's fucked. And
Did he tell you that he didn't?
Yeah, he denied it, of course.
I know he denied it on the Spaces.
No,
And by the way, I'm glad you don't regret that, because that was an absolute watershed moment in this whole saga.
He denied it for a long time, because there was even more phone, like there was ups and downs after that initial phone call too, which is a lot of people.
Do you feel burned?
Not by Aiden, no. No.
Even though he lied, or do you believe he did record Karen?
I do. Yeah.
You do. So you don't feel burned that even in a private conversation he told you he did not?
No, I don't. And there's reasons for that, right? Aiden wasn't. I think now, like when I say he's not my friend, I think now I kind of feel stupid when I say out loud and in public, you know, I consider Aiden a mate. And I do, though.
Yep. Well, I think that's because you have a good ability to not take things personally.
Well,
and I get it. When you know someone is lying to you, or when you know why they lied to you, you might not like that you were lied to, but you might not hold it all that much against them if you feel that you understand why they lied.
Well, I think at the time there was, like, he owed me nothing, right? If anything, I felt, and people might disagree with this, I felt I owed him something. I'd hosted the space.
Right.
I felt like a cunt. I felt like I had put the spotlight on him and thrown him under the bus.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm not saying, I get you. I hear you.
Because we're all humans, Dag. We're all humans, right?
Well, I don't know if all of us are, but you certainly are.
And so it doesn't matter, though. At the end of the day, what more happened after that. And I think from then, Aiden and I actually did form a relationship, whether he likes it or not. I'm never going away, Aiden. I'm always here. Listen, look, right? And I think that's why look, I'm not going to jump around, but over the course of the next couple of months, whatever the relationship was, which initially was a parasocial relationship, even though we'd hooked up on YouTube before, he came on the channel with Miss Shorty, yada, yada, you know, whatever, doesn't matter. But like, and I'd messaged him about Karen, you know, things, and he was great. He was gracious. He would always message back. And I respected that so much. I might have messaged him 20 times before he messaged me back, but he always messaged me back, okay? This is the thing, you've got to be a persistent cunt. You want someone to message you back, you message once and they don't answer back, so you're like, come on, you got to keep going. So I did that. I remember actually meeting Laura Subplot on Facebook, and I would message his Facebook, look. And Laura on Facebook said, look, Lily, this isn't Ada. Like, my name's Laura. I'm in the UK. I'm his mod. I've been mods. And I was like, cool, thanks for like letting me know, because I message you guys incessantly on this account. Obsessed much. And she's like, I know. So I just thought I'd let you know. So it's true, right? It's all true. As in, like, I liked him a lot. I did. He kept me company as in Turtle Boy Live and his episodes in a time when I needed and wanted and welcomed the company. I welcomed the laughs, the ridiculousness. I appreciate, and still to this day, fucking appreciate so much the fact that he's a genuine person. Sure, he lied about recording Karen Reid. He's lied about other things. There's all these rumors back and forth about his sexual life. I don't care about that. I really don't. I'm not interested. people come at me all the time, but he did this and he's done this, and it's like, oh my God, I don't want you to ruin it. And I think that's what happened with Recording Gate. I was so head fucked. It was like, oh my God, what am I going to do now? Like, he was my entertainment, and I know that sounds so ridiculous.
No, it doesn't sound ridiculous. That's what he is. He's an
But now
entertainer.
I can't tune in on Wednesday and Sunday my time and laugh at this guy because everything's too serious, or he's talking about me for fuck's sake, or Koala, like, which is even worse, as in talking about me. So it's like, Christ, this is horrible. Or I'd open X and, like, I'm fighting with it, or like whatever it was. So it was disgusting. I hated all of it. Last week, like, there was an issue because I'm on Space, and there was an issue with my Space and who was on it, and I wanted him to come on it, and there was this yada yada and back and forth, and he got annoyed with me, and I'm annoyed with him now because he got annoyed with me. And so now it's almost like, fuck, I just wish I could go back to where I didn't have any contact with the guy, or I was just this stupid fan that would message Laura on Facebook and ask her to get the message through to him. But yeah,
Well, I'm sorry that you feel bad, because now you have this ability to tell your story, talk to people. People are certainly responding to your ability to entertain. And I was laughing so much yesterday morning when you girls and the guys were goofing around. Lily, you were hilarious. And now today it's the next morning here in the United States, as you know. Today it's the same thing, but it's a little bit of a calmer vibe. I don't know if it's because there are fewer guys in here or what, but you have your own space, literally, in the world and in the movement, whatever you want to call it. So that's what happens. Good content creators, good communicators build communities, and people are responding in that exact same way to you as you have responded to him over the years. And I think that's just fucking great.
oh, thanks, Dad. I really appreciate that. Like, I really do, more than you know. So thank you.
So I think it's great that you've sort of taken something that you have negative feelings about and turned it into a positive for you. And you don't have to reconcile with him or going forward. If you do, great. If you don't, that's fine too.
No, and I think, like, as far as I'm concerned, him and I, like, I like him. That we've got, like, it's just a more of a personal bullshit issue, the whole recent thing. But as far as, like, yeah, I support him. I don't want him. He doesn't belong in jail. Aiden's a lot of things, but he's not not a convict, for fuck's sake. Like, he doesn't need to sit. I think from what I can tell from here and from following him for a couple of years, basically day in, day out, he appears to be a great dad. His heart's in the right place. I think he can put his foot in his mouth, but fuck, so can I. I think he is a sex pest, and it's self-admitted. He says that. And when I say sex pest, I mean he fucking loves it. I think he takes too many screenshots. I think he shares way too much shit. I think he's at the point now professionally where he needs to be like, someone organize my shit for me. I think forget about a stylist, mate. Hire a third party. No one Jesus fucking Christ. A third party, right? We're not talking Anthony Sanchez's mate down the road that has a fucking IT business, for fuck's sake. You full on third party person that can, like, organize his IT shit. And as he said himself, stop taking fucking screenshots. Stop it. You don't need to do it. And
Can I? Oh, sorry, Lily. I have a question for anybody who wants to answer. Do you think that Aiden would have released the recording himself?
No.
Do you think he had any intent
No.
when he recorded to either A, release it himself, or B, use it nefariously?
I'll answer. I think it took me a little while, Mitsumei, to like get my head around it, and there was no real sharp answer in my head at first. I was head fucked by the whole thing. I hated it. It was gross. The whole thing was gross, and I thought, what the fuck? And I had lots of people in my ear realm. It's like, there's only one reason why you do it. There's only malicious purposes. There's no other reason. And I struggled with that in my head. I'm like, I know. Like, Aiden reacts to people. He reacts to shit. I just don't know that he would have done that. Like, I mean, he's going up against, let's just say, and this is purely hypothetical, right? Let's just say, for example, he decided to record Karen. And I think at the time, even, I didn't know the content. I'd never heard the recording. Fuck, I didn't even hear the clips until Koala woke me up like 2 days later, like blowing up my phone saying, Lily, like, come back to the real world, come back to X because clips have been released, kind of thing. And that's when I realized, holy fuck, this is real. It did happen. But I was like, why would he do this? Like, why? And then and I was like, oh, there's only malicious purposes behind this. But then he's not that dumb. Like, he's not dumb. He's fucking smart. So I think now, I personally believe it was like, I think it's come out even now that, like, yeah, okay, it's no secret that he has recorded other people before for whatever reason, and he is a journalist. I'm not making excuses. So if anyone that wants to come at me for that, save your breath, fuck off, or I'm not going to reply, right?
No, I don't think you're making excuses.
Being a journalist is not an excuse. And him and I had this conversation. Actually, one of the things he did say to me was like, during in the couple of weeks afterwards, he's like, why do you think it's okay for Flip to record Olivia, but it's not okay for me to record Karen Reid? And I was like, well, take several seats, mate. Flip doesn't present as an award-winning journalist. Okay, like, for starters, Flip is a regular civilian as far as anyone else is concerned, who, like, sure, he had his head fucked a little bit because he fell almost in love with this girl online. That's completely fucking different. So, and he did, he accepted that. He was like, okay, that's fair, actually. That is fair. I think it was obviously about the Howie Carr show, and I think he just wanted to record it to be like, fuck, listen to this, show a couple of mates, and be like, I honestly think this is actually hard to say, but I do agree with him here. I think everyone put Karen on such a fucking pedestal that he didn't want to share it with the public, but there was probably close friends with him, or even for himself. It was just like a off the cuff decision where he was like, fuck it, I'm going to record it.
Yeah.
But everyone still to this day, they'd still do it. They put Karen on this fucking pedestal, and, like, great. I don't think she's guilty. She's innocent of murder as far as I'm concerned all the way home. But like, if someone was to come to me right now and say, you choose right now, if you're friends with Aiden or Karen, I'd choose Aiden every day of the week. I don't think I'd have anything in common with Karen. I mean, she's uptight as fuck. Like, well, she'd be boring. I don't want to hang out with Karen. Like, no offense, Karen, but fuck me. Like, you're boring as fuck. I want to hang out with Aiden. I can laugh with him. He can take a joke, but Karen Reid, Jesus Christ, fucking foghorn. You know what I mean? So that's all I'm saying. But I do think she is innocent. That's all.
Yeah. I agree. I actually agree with everything that you've said. Dag, what do you think?
I don't think that he intended to release it. I think recording people is a habit that he has. So his recording Karen, and I truly believe that that one phone call is not the only one that he recorded, was partially out of habit. But I don't for one second think that he didn't do it for a purpose. So if he wouldn't have released it publicly, yeah, I think it was insurance, a way to leverage himself in case things started to get crazy. And as Lily pointed out, that was back at the time with the Howie Carr interview and speculating. But I think at that point he thought that he still could sort of get back in, that he could get Karen to agree to do the documentary with him, that he could still get her to come on his show, et cetera, et cetera. And he could use that recording some way or another. Not sure that he necessarily thought everything out in advance, but yeah, that was documentation in his pocket that he could use as soon as he wanted his followers to start to question Karen Reid being up on this pedestal, as Lily said. So yeah, I don't think he records people without an intention of using it. He recorded his wife, he records everybody, and it's for a reason. I've never recorded a phone conversation or an interaction in my life. People who do that, they do it for a reason that I think is pretty nefarious, to humiliate. Just the fact that you've been recorded during an argument, that itself is chilling. It's a shitty thing to do, and he knows that. He knows that will embarrass, humiliate, they make a person feel vulnerable, that he has a recording of them losing their temper or saying things that they might regret. And that's probably why he presses record, is maybe someone is going to say something that could be content later.
Yeah. The psychology behind it is just so interesting to me. Why somebody, how does somebody get there in their life? How does somebody get to the point where they feel, for whatever the reason, that it's necessary?
I think it's someone who has a persecution complex. If we're just going to of bad behavior, then just have to defend myself. I'm going to have to fight back at some back up my side of the story. So what kind of a life are you living where you're constantly at war with the people who are closest to you, whether it's your spouse or your coworkers, or in this case, the biggest source slash subject of any of his investigations ever? Um, he,
Yeah.
I think he's always in that mindset of feeling at war.
Yeah. I wonder too if part of it could be like deep insecurity, you know,
Sure.
sort
Where do
of
you think
like,
that kind of defensiveness
yeah,
comes from? Of course.
yeah. And it's,
Exactly. You
you
nailed
know,
it.
what,
I mean,
yeah,
supposedly Karen had knowledge of the recording the same day that the recording happened. And so that tells me that as soon as he recorded it, that's exactly what he did. He said, I've been trying to tell you, I know she's always nice to you, but she's a lunatic. When she loses her temper, this is how she talks to me. So, I'm not dealing with someone who's rational, or I'm not dealing with someone who's fair. And I think you nailed it. I think you absolutely nailed it. So she knew immediately that he had
yeah,
recorded her because he couldn't keep it a secret.
yeah, yeah. I wonder how much of it is that and how much of it is nefarious. And
Well, where do you draw the line? Like,
I
how do
know,
you,
I know that's the problem.
people who do things that are wrong or bad, unless they're truly like a scary psychopath, which no one could say, no one could plausibly say that about him. They always have their reasons, don't they?
Yeah,
And that makes it hard. It especially makes it hard for all of us who don't do those sorts of things. And so we say, well, I like this person. He's funny, or he's my friend, or he's always been nice to me. And so it's hard to accept that someone that you like has done something that you really, really don't like.
yeah.
Um,
It is hard. And I think too, it's hard on a human level because we all connect with each other based on shared experiences. And I've never recorded anybody, but I do connect with, the insecurity that could drive it, or I think all of us on a human level. And that's what bothers me so much about some of what's happening on X, because it feels inhuman. It feels just ugly at the core. And I don't, I mean, Lily, and I know you know this, and I've never brought it up. I mean, I part of the reason I've had such a problem with Chris is because it feels mean, and I'm not trying to justify anything that Aiden did, and I'm not a turtle rider. I'm not nothing like that. But I mean, I'm human. And so you look at what's happening on X and whether it's directed at Aiden, and I've been guilty of it too, or directed at, somebody else. We get into these exchanges that it feels inhuman, and it makes me sad. And also I think it's frightening that we lose our humanity on this platform, and we lose sight of the fact that we have shared experiences, and we should be able to have some empathy, and we should be able to have some understanding. And that doesn't make what other people are doing right or wrong, but none of us is perfect. And I've used the word sanctimonious when it comes to Chris several times in posts, and that's what bothers me is, oh, it must be really great to be so perfect that you pass judgment on somebody else in such a mean way. And
right. Well, Chris is a
yeah,
whole other psychological study. But going back to what you were saying about the meanness of it, I mean, there is no one with as big of a platform as Turtle Boy who's
that's
as
true.
mean as that. Like,
That's
he
true.
took so much glee in his attacks on, like, random people, private people. Like, I'm not even talking about Lindsay Gaetani, but she is also human and always has been
Yeah.
human, as is Kate Peter. But people like Jen O'Donnell and other people, even just some random person who puts a friendly or a polite criticism up on Twitter, and his response is, "Your mother's a whore," or "I hope your family dies in a fire." I
Yeah.
get it that it's humor, it's his thing, but how many of those people, usually women, they are genuinely hurt. Now, that that's on them to a point, but just the same, there's really nobody on this platform meaner than he is. That doesn't excuse anyone else for being mean, but I don't think Chris Koala, I don't think his profile is the same. I think in his mind, he would agree with you that he's not perfect, that it could come across as sanctimonious. But I think his defense there would be, no, I'm not saying that I'm better than anyone. What I'm saying is that this guy is a menace. He hurts people and he's a bully. And the only kind of person who can stop a bully is the person who will stand up and actually get in the ring with that bully. And in order to get in the ring with such a powerful bully, which Turtle Boy is a really strong bully, you have to be willing to take shots and get hit. And so I think if we were gonna do pop psychology on Chris Koala, I think he sees himself as kind of a champion. And yes, he's flawed, and yes, he's not perfect, and he's not making the argument that I'm coming from a position of moral superiority, and that's how I can criticize or take down Turtle Boy. I think he's saying I'm going to get right in and fight dirty, just the way he does.
Dag, I like respect you so much. I do, I really do, and I'm sorry to butt in, but it's also like, fuck, I just can't. It's almost like someone that can't stand me going on a space and bragging about how much I love Turtle Boy and he does nothing wrong. And I'm sorry if I'm off base. I am.
No, I'm not. Yeah, no, I'm not saying. I'm not. I'm actually agreeing with Mitzi.
You know what happened tonight? You know what? Okay,
Yeah.
let me just quickly tell you, Dad. What if you missed it at the beginning? What? Because maybe a lot of people did, and they're wondering what my title means. Why does Chris the Koala want me to shut the fuck up? It does. It's a harsh title, and it's and I'm like, again, I'll apologize for interrupting. I'll let you finish, but I just want to say this before you go on. Actually, I have multiple times tried to reach out. Look, Chris and I have an offline relationship we have had up until maybe a couple of weeks ago, and which I did. I told him to get fucked. We haven't been in alignment with the whole what he's doing online and what I'm doing and yada yada. I hate how he wants Aiden in jail, but that's the least of it. That's the least of it. I've said to him multiple times, fuck it, whatever, go after Aiden. Like fucking whatever. He's a big boy, you're a big boy, do whatever you want. I can like both of you. And I've always said to Chris, at the end of the day, of course, like you come before him, like you're my friend. You know, Aiden's Aiden. The last week or so, what happened tonight anyway? I went to hop on a space that Chris was speaking on, and the host of the space is irrelevant. I don't blame her fully. We were able to talk about other shit. She was going to New Orleans on the weekend. We spoke at length about that. It was great. It was a good chat. It was nice. It was good, like normal people. I tried to hop on a space. I don't know. And I know it was ridiculous because I am delirious. And it's like, she didn't let me yesterday, the day before. And she even said, like in front of everyone, haha, no, sorry, Lily, I'm rejecting your request to speak. And I let it go. I was like, okay, cool. And I left. And that was yesterday or the day before. And then today I tried again. And she said out loud, and it was her space. She said, Chris, Lily wants to come up and speak. What do you think? And it was hers. It wasn't his. Koala wasn't hosting it. It was hers. And then she said, no. Koala said no. This is what started all of this today in the last couple of hours. And I'm still fucking angry about it.
Oh, I think that's fair. I think that's totally fair. It's early
angry.
here, so when I first came on, I think it was before 6 a.m. So I definitely did miss that part of the show.
Yeah, and again, it's not at you. I'm sorry for interrupting you, Dag. I respect your heaps and I love you, and I'm sorry, but I'm just
Girl,
saying,
it's your show.
And I think a lot of people did miss it because there was only like 4 people on here when I decided to start it, and I went on my rant. But I was like, what the fuck?
Right.
What the fuck? She has just like.
Do you think it's possible that Chris didn't want to have a conversation with you on the space because he actually does not want to fight with you on the space, because he actually kind of, not going to say he feels bad, but he doesn't really want to make it about your about your personal friendship or arguments between the two of you?
Well, what's he scared of? What's he scared of then? Like, I'm not
Maybe scared of not so much scared, but doesn't.
I don't mean scared either. Listen, look, I think Barb should have had the trust in me at least then, or at least 50% trust in me to be like, no, Chris, look, I went on Lil Space a couple of days ago. We were cool. I'm going to let her up here. It's my space. But instead, she asked his approval.
Yep.
Now, my issue with that is I'm constantly am come at by that side of things. Apparently I'm being told what to do by my leader and I'm in the cult. Where's the fucking leader here? And who's the fucking cult leader? Not once has someone requested to come on my space and I've quickly called Aiden or messaged Aiden and been like, Aiden, can such and such come on my space, please?
Right. I think you're saying the hardening of the sides.
Multiple times I've let Peter, Barry, like many people. John
yeah,
Barron,
it's great. That's why people love your space.
Right?
It's great.
It's like, no, I'm my own person. And Aiden himself, like it happened the other day. Aiden was shitty at me because John Barron was here. I invited him up to talk. He didn't want whatever. That's fine. But it's like, don't come at me and tell me I'm in a fucking cult when I have never publicly asked for Aiden's permission to do shit. And I would never.
I believe that.
Anyone that actually thinks that I need to ask permission from that cunt, all due respect, Aiden, to do anything, get fucked. But I actually experienced it with my own eyes and ears a couple of hours ago when Barb said, wait, I'll just check with Koala. Oh, sorry. Koala said no. It's not his space. Like I was ready.
Yeah.
I was ready to flip the bed upside down 3 times. I was so mad. And I did. I tried to call Koala 15 times because I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, but Lily, you're able to bridge the gap between the people who still really love TV and the people who really don't. And I think that's why Chris sees you as you undermine him because he is all in, hard in, anti-TV. And
but this is the thing that shits me, Dag. You are able to be neutral, right? You are able to. I know. I don't even know your stance. I think you're anti-TV. I don't care though. Like your dad to me. Your Christy's like
me.
You're you, and so it's not. I have my opinion. You've never fucked me over, as far as I'm concerned. I love Dag. I've nothing against you. I trust you. You know, I've messaged you things before that I would fucking hope to God you'd never message other people. But if you did, or you showed them, whatever.
No, I haven't.
No, I know that. But what I'm saying is the difference being is that these people come at me all day, every fucking day, accusing me of being in a cult or that I do what my leader tells me to, and it fucks me off. Don't come at me telling me that when you literally out loud in your own words as a grown woman said, Koala, can Lily come up to speak? Sorry, Lily, Koala said no. Are you fucking joking?
Right, it's the same dynamic.
Yep. No, it's not his fucking space, Barb. I want to talk to you, mate. I want to come up and talk to the people that are talking with you. What are you asking permission for? I could even hear it in Barb's voice, actually. She choked a little bit. She knew exactly what was going on. When she said it, she was like, Chris has said no. And I'm like, Barb, what are you doing? But my anger is at Chris because it's like, fuck you, Chris. Fuck you for saying no. You should have said to Barb, you do whatever you want to do, Barb. It's your space. But you know what Chris didn't do? He didn't do that. He said, don't let her up. That's manipulation. That's cult leadership. That's bullshit. Chris should have taken he should have been a man. He should have been a real man. Aiden has never done that to me. I've never even fucking let him do that for me. And these cunts want to come at me and tell me I'm in a fucking cult. Get fucked. Get fucked.
Amen, sister.
So anyone that wants to argue with that and say that Chris is this high and mighty person that is trying to save all these women from manipulation, explain that to me. Fucking come up and explain that to me right now. Because as far as I'm concerned, that's manipulation.
Yeah, no, great point. And actually that's kind of what I meant.
Coercive control, it's manipulation. Barb would have let me up, except Koala said, no, Barb, don't let her. If Aiden turned around and said to me, Lily, don't let someone in your space, you know what I'd likely say? Fuck off then. Get off the space and get fucked, Aiden. But no,
Lily,
no.
Do you think Chris sees the validity in what you're saying in terms of?
No, he doesn't, because everything Chris does is right. He's on the right side of things. He's sticking. This is where I said before, Meredith, I hope you're listening. Listen to this. It's the same shit you're claiming. I said this to you. I've said it 3 times tonight, and I've said it before to you in a message, and you never wrote back to me before all this shit started. And I questioned you about John Barron months ago. You need help. I said this to you. You're being manipulated by Aiden. I'll help you. Woman to woman, I will help you. We're well beyond that now, obviously, right? We're well beyond that now. I'm not going to help you do shit now. But if you need someone to talk to or you want to argue, you think I'm wrong?
Yeah, but who do you think, who's zooming who in that relationship? My money's on Meredith.
What do you mean who's zooming who? Like, it doesn't matter. My point is, look, Dag, my point is, I actually don't give a fuck about the whole Meredith and Aiden thing. I don't give a fuck about it anymore. I really don't. I don't care.
Right. Well, there's nobody should care about their personal relationship, but it's in the same way that TV, I mean, she is exposing shit about him, and yeah, she's using Koala, but I think she's using Koala, not the other way around.
100%. I agree with that too. And look, Koala and I, there's been many online conversations, more one way than I have abused the fuck out of him. I will agree. I would, like, offline. The amount of thumbs up I've sent him, you would be horrified, right? I don't like the thumbs up. A thumbs up to me is a hard fuck you. Okay. I don't like it. The only people that are allowed to give me the thumbs up is my dad.
Wait, what's wrong with the thumbs up? Is that a rude gesture in Australia?
No, it's rude as fuck. It's not appropriate social media etiquette. Okay. Oh. A thumbs up is I think you're a fuckwit. I'm acknowledging your message. Okay.
Okay, Yuri.
Oh my God, really? I had no idea.
Absolutely. I mean, unless you've got nothing to do with each other, I'll deal with it. I'll accept it. I'll move on. Okay. But Chris Koala knows. And I've got it. Like, he's like, why the thumbs up last week? And I'm like, why the thumbs up, mate. Don't. So, of course,
Because it's sarcastic. Gotcha.
we've had disagreements. It's got nothing to do. My beef with Chris right now has nothing to do with Aiden. It's got nothing to do with Meredith. Nothing at all. It's got to do with Chris. The fact that what happened tonight, I'm really pissed. And it's happened a couple of times. And I think I've shut my mouth until tonight and I've lost it. I'm like, I've had enough and I have lost it. I've fucking had enough. And he could have avoided all of this. And I sound like Meredith. I do. I sound like Meredith even saying this, or it's like, oh, you could have avoided this. But no, I've got nothing against him. I've got no secret recordings of him. I'm not going to post screenshots of our messages, nothing like that. We've got nothing to hide. He's just my mate. But what I will make public is that I thought he was my mate. And he's actually really fucked me over. He really has publicly now, especially after a couple of hours ago on Barb's Space. And I'm really fucking disappointed. And for people who he has now got a cult following. Do you think I'm wrong, Dad? Do you think I'm wrong? He's got people like with his name in their handle. It's all Koala this, Koala that. That's great. Koala's great when he's not being a fuckwit. You think I'm wrong?
I'm wrong? No, don't think you're wrong.
And you think you think it's not coercive for a woman who's hosting a spaces to then go, wait, let me make sure it's okay with Chris first to see if I can bring you up, Lily. Lily, he said you're not allowed to come up.
Yeah, that's weak.
Okay.
How much of it though? Wait, Lily, I have a question, and I can't believe I'm saying this because